doing?
Huh?
What are you doing?
Blowing up the tube?
What are you, stupid? We have a pump.
You could have told me before I even started that.
Cow!
When you're out and about, the last thing you want to do is get stranded with a flat tire. Or in our case, having to fill up a bunch of inflatables with your mouth. Today, we're taking a look at the Etenwolf tire inflator to see what all it can do, how much power it has, the PSI, and going over all that. Welcome back to Beastmode Camping. I'm Tony.
I'm Brant.
What are we doing here today, Brant?
We're checking out this new Etenwolf air compressor.
So blowing up a 3-person tube is gonna get annoying trying to use your mouth. So today we're gonna check this out, see how well it does. Oh, check this one out. So previously I did a video on the Etenwolf Zephyr S5. Now this one's great, and today we're taking a look at its big brother. And if you guys wanna see that video, I'll leave a link posted somewhere up around here to where you guys can take a look at that one. All right, so it comes with one USB-C charging cable along with the wall adapter. What else we got in here? The instruction manual and the quick guide. And you guys can pause that there if you want. However, after watching this video, you're probably not gonna need it. So this bad boy can do up to 160 PSI. What would you even use that for?
I cannot think of a single thing that needs to go up to 160. I'm sure there is.
Yeah, so like you were just talking about your bike tires, those ones go up to like 105. So 160, I'm not sure. If you guys have any comments out there on what you could possibly need 160 PSI for, let us know. So at first, let's take a look at the instrument controls. First off, you're going to turn it on by just holding the power button up at the top. And then you go from high flow to high pressure by tapping the button on the right. These have a few presets for car, truck, van, bicycle, and athletic equipment. And you can change any of these by using the dial or the outside ring, and it'll retain your settings the next time you fire this bad boy up. And while most of these will only go to 130, the top one will go all the way up to 160 PSI. Mash the unit button and it'll change from PSI to KPA and bar. And then when you're all done, just hold down that start button again, it's back off. So let's take a tour of this thing. What do we got, Brant?
Different inflators. You have the high flow inflator hose, a high pressure inflator hose.
We've got that bad boy for your car or truck tires. It's got a light on it with a couple different ones, as well as a blinky and an SOS in case something happens to you at night. On the side here, it's got a place where if you want to deflate it, because this is where the air is going to be going in, and then if you want to inflate it, so that's where you're going to hook this hose up to. But can it actually do the job? So for that test, we're filling up this bad boy. Let's give it a go, Brant.
You ready?
So this thing's got an assortment of nozzles. We're gonna go ahead and use this one, and then this is for like your pool toys and stuff.
Yeah, for this
we'll get to
floating.
those here in a minute. And it's got a locking mechanism right here, so you just put it in and turn it. Here, go ahead. I'm just glad I'm not having to do that. And it's about as loud as a vacuum.
Good. That'll float.
Now, what'd that take? 2 to 3 minutes?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Maybe tops. Now, that's with the Etenwolf Vortex S6. And keep in mind, this one is heavy duty. So let's talk about the build quality real quick. Here on Beastmode Camping, you're only gonna get honest reviews. The same thing you got when I did this little guy, and now with this big bad boy. Gotta say, I do love their products. Not only from the look of them, I mean, if you roll out on your boat with one of these, you're gonna look like the man.
Yeah.
Total joke there. No, but it does have a really nice polished design. It feels good. There's nothing moving around or jingling around in there.
Well, it's nice having not only a tire pump, but a pump that will also air up stuff like inflatables.
So think of all the different things that this thing can do. Pickup trucks, SUVs, trailers, cars, motorcycles, ATVs, bicycles, sleeping pads, air mattresses, pool floats, vacuum bags, water wings, Even those inflatable little pool toys that look like swans. That's about all I've got to say about that.
Are you sure that's everything?
All right, so we showed you what it can do. Now let's take a look at the battery on it. How much life does this thing actually give you? On the back, it's got a port right here where you can fill it up with USB-C or USB. And it's also got a 19,200 milliamp hour battery, large enough to do all 4 of your tires multiple times without recharging. You can also charge directly from this. So if you're out and about and you don't have a charger, especially when you're camping, bring one of these with you and maybe you could blow your fire to get it going, as well as you can use it to charge your phone or any other electronics you may bring.
That's nice.
Now let's do the stress test. I want to see if it'll float. No, it's probably not waterproof. Actually, it's probably okay because it doesn't have a lot of electronics in it, but it does have the digital display, so we probably don't want to sink it or use it as an anchor.
Probably wouldn't hurt it to get rained on.
But
you don't want to go in the lake.
Yeah, you're probably right. It's probably fine to get rained on, but you may not want to use it as an anchor. But this thing, it feels nice. It feels like it's got great construction. Definitely love to have this in my toolkit. It's not something I'm going to go hiking with, but for camping and if you're constantly outdoors or even taking long road trips, something like this is peace of mind that you're not going to have to worry about going low while you're on the road.
I'd keep it in my truck. Who knows what you use it for?
Well,
but you have it with you.
And you've constantly got it here on your boat in case you need to fill up your boat tires.
Yeah.
So we talked about how these things are great when you want to inflate things like pool toys or stuff like that, but they're also great to keep in your vehicle in case you're gonna get a flat. Which reminds me of the time where I was getting chased by aliens.
Really?
Dude, stop the truck. What is that? What is that? It doesn't look like an airplane.
Dude, I don't know what happened.
We're gonna have to walk. I think if we head back this direction and cut through these woods, we could probably make it back to the lodge in about an hour.
Okay. Dude, was that weird or what?
I've never seen anything like that in my life.
Crazy, man. Man, this is some crap, dude.
I hope this is the right decision, dude.
This is like the beginning of a horror movie.
Right? Oh, man.
Dude, what's going on out here, man?
I know, man. We got lights in the sky. Nope.
Steve, I don't know what's going on out here. This is crazy, man. I'm done.
I'm totally with you, dude. This
I'm
is
done.
Out of it, dude. I'm with you.
I'm heading back to the truck. I'm not going to the lodge.
Maybe we should split up.
That's always a great idea. Let's go.
Yeah. It always works in the movies.
What in the world? Steve leaving shoes around? Or this time I was getting chased by a Bigfoot.
Warning, warning, warning.
And I was only able to get away because of my Etenwolf tire inflator.
This thing's got a dual cylinder motor that works like a beast. It basically goes into beast mode. And the Vortex S6 comes with a cooling system, which means no more waiting. This thing, it's not gonna overheat. You can just keep on filling up all 4 of your tires in case you really need to, without having to stop. And a lot of compressors, they'll cut out halfway. You need to give them time to cool down a little bit and then carry on.
It's a good design.
I love the rotary dial here. When you put it up in the top position here, this one's able to go up to 160, and that's when you heard that other beast mode burst kick in. All right, gang, that's about it for our review of the Etenwolf Vortex S6 air compressor. If that's the type of content for you, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.
If not sooner.
If you like this type of content, make sure you check out our YouTube channel where we have hundreds of videos just like this. If you want to see our newest adventures, be sure to click the subscribe button and ring that bell so you never miss another video.